Good morning to all the students of class 9. Most welcome to all of you in this video lecture. This is Karnesh Misra, subject teacher of social study from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Dear students, I hope you all are safe at your home. Today I am going to once again start the first chapters of civics, that is what is democracy, why democracy. So let's start. We have decided to revise the chapters, so this is the great opportunity for the students who have not joined with the groups, and with the groups they can also clear their concept related to the democracy. In these discussions, we will study about different forms of governments and the essential features of democracy and why democracy is considered as best form of the government. So let's start. Dear students, you have already read about the different forms of government on the basis of your understanding of democracy so far, mentioning a few examples for democratic government and non-democratic governments. So dear students, as I have explained you previously, that democracy is a form of government where leaders are elected by the peoples. And the examples of non-democratic countries are Myanmar, Chile and Saudi Arabia. As army rulers of Myanmar are not elected by the peoples, those who are in the government are not elected by the peoples have no say in the government. So Myanmar is the example of the non-democratic country. Pinchot, like dictators in Chile, was not elected by the people. So the Chile is also an example of non-democratic country. The king ruled in Saudi Arabia and Nepal because he born in the royal family. So Saudi Arabia is also an example of non-democratic country. So Saudi Arabia, Myanmar and Chile are the example of non-democratic country because the people are not elected because the rulers are not elected by the people. So what are the essential features of democracy? Dear students, the three essential features of democracy are as follows. What are these? Let's know. In a democracy, the final decision making power must be with those elected by the people. A democracy must be based on free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. In a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote have one value. A democratic government rules within the limits set by the constitutional law and the citizen rights. Independent newspaper and journalists were harassed when right against the president. So these are the essential features of democracy. Once again, I am explaining it to all of you for the sake of your understanding. In a democracy, the final decision making power must be with those elected by the people. A democracy must be based on free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. In a democracy, each adult citizens must have one vote, one and each vote have one value. In a democracy, each adult citizens must have one vote and each vote have one value. A democratic government rules within the limits set by constitutional law and citizen rights. Independent newspaper and journalists were harassed when right against the president. So these are the essential features of democracy. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. Okay, students? Democracy improves the quality of decision making. How? Democracy improves the quality of decision making in the following ways. Democracy is based on consultation and discussion. In a democracy, decision making always involves many persons, discussions and meetings. When a number of people put their heads together, they are able to point out the possible mistakes in any decision. This procedure takes time, but there is a big advantage in taking time over important decisions as it prevents one from taking rash or irresponsible decisions. Democracy provides a methods to deal with the differences and conflicts, dear students, and that is why it is considered as the better form of government. Dear students, how democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Let's know about it. In any society, people are bound to have differences of opinion and interest. These are particularly sharp in India, which has an amazing social diversity. Second, people belongs to different regions, speak different languages, have different caste. The preferences of one group may clash with those of others. So, this class of decisions can be solved by brutal power. Whichever group is more powerful will dictate its terms and others will have to accept that. But this will lead to the resentment. But in a democracy, one can find a solution to this. Here no one is permanent loser, no one is permanent winner. Different groups can live with one another peacefully. Example, in India, different people live together. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. Dear students, democracy is based on the principle of political equality, stating that the poorest and the least educated have the same status as the rich and the educated. People are not the subject of rulers, they are the rulers themselves. Even when they make mistakes, they are responsible for their own mistakes. Thus, democracy enhances the dignity of the citizen. And these are the reasons that the democracy considered as the best form of government. Let's study about it in detail. Democracy is considered the best form of government for the reason as follows. Democracy cannot give us everything, but it is clearly better than any other alternative. It is a government responsive to the need of people. It is likely to respect people's wishes. People wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together. Even when it fails to do some of these things, it allows way of correcting its mistakes and offers more dignity to all its citizens. That is why it is considered as the better, as the best form of government. So that is why it is considered as the best form of government. Once again, I am explaining it for the sake of your understanding or clearing your concept that why democracy is considered as the best form of government. Dear students, democracy cannot give us everything, but it is clearly better than any other alternative. It is a government responsive to the needs of people. It is likely to respect people's wishes and allows different kinds of people to live together. Even when it fails to do some of these things, it allows a way of correcting its mistakes and offer more dignity to all its citizens. That is why it is considered the best form of government. What is the broader meaning of democracy? Democracy is a form of government in which people representatives sit together to take decisions. Elections are held to choose the representatives, and native peoples or citizens are allowed to participate in the elections. Democracy as a principle can be applied to any sphere of life. In a true democracy, no one goes to bed hungry or denied equal informations, basic educations, and equal resources. What is the role of citizen in democracy? What is the role of citizens in a democracy? Dear students, as I have explained to all of you, once again we are going to discuss about it. No democracy can function in absence of social, responsible and informed citizens. No democracy can function in the absence of social, responsible and informed citizens. Citizens maintain social harmony by mutually respecting and tolerating differences and views of all others who disagree with them. As citizens have the right to express their dissents, they act as a director to the government where they express their grievances through channels provided by the democratic system. Citizens also play decisive roles in the establishment of welfare government by participating and seeking the influences public opinion. When the citizens exercise their rights to vote, they provide directions to the whole democratic process. So these are the role of citizens in a democracy. No democracy can function in the absence of social, responsible and informed citizens. Citizens maintain social harmony by mutual respecting and tolerating differences and views of all others who disagree with them. As citizens have a right to express their dissents, they act as directors to the government where they express their grievances through channels provided by the democratic system. Citizens also play decisive roles in the establishment of welfare government by participating and seeking to influence public opinion. When the citizens exercise their rights to vote, they provide directions to the whole democratic powers. Democracy states still there are some merits and demerits of democracy. Let's know about it. Dear students, democracy is a form of government which is chosen by the peoples to work for their welfare and can be changed by them. What are the merits of democracy? Dear students, democracy is the best form of government as the ruler are accountable to the peoples and have to fulfill their needs. Democracy is based on consultations and discussions. This reduces the chance of hasty and irresponsible decisions from being taken and improves the quality of decision making. So these are the merits of democracy. It has also some demerits. Leaders keep changing in democracy. This leads to the instability. Democracy is all about political competition and power play. So there is no scope for morality. So these are the demerits of democracy. Is all about the political competition and power play. So there is no scope for morality. Democratic is all about the political competitions and power play. Political parties and candidates use all the dirty tricks to win elections. As I have explained to you, political parties and candidates use all the dirty tricks to win elections. Many of them use money and muscles power during the elections. Political parties or candidates demands votes on the basis of caste and religion, etc. So there is no scope for morality. The major feature of democracy are final authority with the people representatives. Dear students, in a democracy, the final decision-making power must rest with those rest with those elected by the people. In a democracy, the final decision-making power must rest with those elected by the people. Free and fair elections. A democracy must be based on free and fair elections, where those currently in power have fair chance of losing. One person, one vote, one value. Keep it in your mind. One person, one vote, one value. Dear students, in a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. Rule of law and respect for rights. A democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' rights. Democracy allows us to correct its own mistakes. Dear students, there is no guarantee that mistakes cannot be made in a democracy. There is no guarantee that mistakes cannot be made in a democracy. No form of government can guarantee that. The advantage in a democracy is that such mistakes cannot be hidden for long. There is a space for public discussions on these mistakes and there is a room for corrections. Either rulers have to change their decisions or the rulers can be changed. So this cannot happen in a non-democratic government. It is only possible in a democratic government. Democracy is called the government of discussion. Dear student, democracy provides all the citizens some basic rights through which they can give their opinion. Democracy provides a chance to all initiative and change them if they do not work according to their wish. In the parliament, all the members have right to give their opinions. Democracy provides the citizens a right to follow any religion. Democracy is a government or is a better government because it is more accountable form of government. Dear students, democratic government is an accountable government. It is responsible for its actions, for its decision and policies, including the administrations. The government is answerable to the parliament, or we can say to the peoples. If government is not working according to the needs and expectations of the citizens, the parliament can move no confidence motions against the government. More than 3 crore people lost their life in 1958 and 61 famine in China. But India, whose economic conditions was poorer as compared to China, did not have a famine of the kind China had. Okay, students? So it is the most accountable form of government. The existence of democracy in India made the Indian government respond to food security in a way that the Chinese government did not. Which is the most common form of democracy? Why is this form of democracy necessary? Dear students, most common form of democracy is representative democracy. Modern democracies involve such a large number of peoples that it is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decisions. Is this clear to you? Modern democracies involve such a large number of people that it is physically impossible for them to sit together and take a collective decisions. So even if they could, the citizens does not have the time, the desire or the skill to take part in all the decisions. So these are the problems. What does direct democracy imply? Dear students, direct democracy implies to the democracy in which every citizen must be able to play equal role in decision making. Modern democracy involves such a large number of people that it is physically not possible for them to sit together and take a collective decisions. Even the majority does not rule directly but through their elected representatives. Moreover, the citizens does not have a time, the desire or skills to take part in all the decisions. Okay, students. Democratic government is run after the elections. People should have the freedom to express their views. They should have freedom to form associations and to protest also. Country is governed by the constitution's law. Everyone should be equals in the eye of law. People's right should be respected and it must be protected by an independent judiciary whose orders are obeyed by everyone. There are also some drawbacks of democracy. What are the drawbacks of democracy, dear students? Like leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability. Democracy is all about political competitions and power play. There is no scope for morality. So many people have to be consulted in a democracy that it leads to delay in taking decisions. Elected leaders do not know the best interest of the peoples. It leads to the bad decisions. Democracy leads to corruptions. It is based on electoral competition. Ordinary peoples don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. Merits of democratic governments are: a democratic government is a better government because it is more accountable form of government. Democracy improves the quality of decision making. Democracy provides a method to deal with the differences and conflicts. Democracy enhances the dignity of the citizens. It is better than other form of government because it allows us to correct its own mistakes. The various aspects of democracy are, we may refer to the three aspects of democracy: political, social and economic. Political aspects: political democracy requires government by consent and political equality. Democracy as a form of government implies that elections must be held with a reasonable frequency. Moreover, there should be more than one political party competing for political power. Social aspects of democracy: a democratic society is one in which an atmosphere of equality prevails. There should be no discriminations on the ground of religion, race, caste or sex. Everyone should have equal access to shops, restaurants, hotels and places of public entertainments. Our constitutions guarantees equality to every person before law. Economic aspects: political democracies will be reality only when it is supported by economic democracy. The most stable democracies of the world are those which have extensive welfare schemes for the poor people. Okay, students, thank you for listening me. Have a great day to all of you. More we will discuss in the next video lectures. That's all. Thank you for listening me. Have a great day to all of you.